When you look at the total number of the people that have been killed over time.
A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Adamu Galba, lends his voice to the alleged Christian genocide and U.S. plans to invade Nigeria in a military action to neutralize terrorists in defense of Christians.
And this thing has been happening.
Galba, in a video shared on his official Facebook page, backs U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that there is an ongoing genocide in Nigeria, reacting to the United States' recent designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. He said that, judging by the number of lives lost in violent attacks across the country, the situation fits the description of genocide.
Actually, when I look at the damages, when you look at the total number of the people that have been killed over time in Nigeria, and they are killed defenseless in villages, sleeping in their homes, then what can you call this, for God's sake?
You think there's a genocide?
I think it's actually pure genocide, because you just come and kill people, just like that. And this thing has been happening. Several villages in Katsina destroyed, several villages in Sokoto gone, several villages in Zamfara every day.
He recalled that in 2014, when the All Progressives Congress was still in opposition, some of its members visited the White House to seek assistance over what they described then as the mass killing of Christians in Nigeria.
In fact, in 2014, Nigerian opposition party, then the APC, were in the White House seeking for the same help on the same Christian genocide as a fallout of the Chibok girls. This is established. The second thing again is that even most recently we acquired $346 million worth of weaponry from the US, and we are trying to send our military personnel to go and train as a factor of diplomatic relationship between Nigeria and the US. And US has been consistently, in addition to other partners, listed as supporting countries to help us in eradication of terrorism. And don't forget, it is a United Nations Convention on Counterterrorism that empowers the United States to become the global front or focal point in fighting against terrorism. And wherever a word terrorism was defined in a given area, that means US have right to protect. They call it the responsibility to protect R2P. They have right to invoke that R2P to get into that country and destroy that terrorism.
He added that Nigeria should demonstrate willingness to partner with the US in eradicating terrorism rather than dismissing the country's offer of assistance. He urged the Nigerian government to engage the US diplomatically, negotiate responsibly, and acknowledge the scale of killings rather than dismiss the concerns outright.
So what we should show in our own case in Nigeria is that we should show commitment and willingness to partner to eliminate the threat of terrorism, not completely condemn a hand that is coming to help us and then put a motion forward. We can negotiate with them. We can tell them, give us the weapons responsibly. We can discuss with them and acknowledge that this genocide is taking place. Yes, they say Christian genocide. Now we can justify to them that, look, it's not only genocide, it's not only Christians, Muslims also are affected.
Galba noted that innocent citizens continue to be killed in their homes and communities without protection, adding that both Christians and Muslims have been victims of repeated attacks. Jude Aweke, reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.